Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gemma's Window Power Year number 6 reading for 2020. Oh, yes, indeed, sixes. If you have looked at the calculations in the box below or on my website, gemmaswindow@gmail.com, and you have calculated your power year number and decided you're a 6, you're at the right place. Now, sixes, you only have to do that once per year. So in 2020, you only have to do that one time. I'm going to tell you what your monthly number is, and that is the month of 3. June is the month of 3 for you sixes, so let's get going by just refreshing your memory on what those numbers mean. Now, power year number 6 is the hottest, most romantic month out of your 10-year cycle. So this can be a make it or break it year for you. You might commit with someone. You might break up with someone because you're looking for that commitment. The year of 6 is also about home and hearth. You might be making a relocation or start thinking about a relocation or redecorating. It's about entertaining and doing events, and it's also about a lot of communication and nurturing others. You might be in a position where you're taking care of someone or a situation for someone else. Now, this month of 3 is meant to be a lighter month, a playful month, a more joyful month, but it can be a bratty month. You might act like a baby. Somebody else might act like a baby. It is a great month for theater people or doing a presentation or publishing something or getting an inspiration for a book, anything along those lines. And it's a good month for flirting and meeting people. So, without any further ado, sixes, let's start with our sixes who are working. Now, as per usual, we're going to start with those of you who are working and those of you who are looking. Then we're going to move to relationship. Then we're going to move to the best outcome for any question that our luscious sixes have for us today. So, let's take a look, sixes. Okay, for those of you who are working, what does Spirit or the cards want us to know about how you're being perceived at work, or is there any news at work that is very important for many of you to know? Well, this looks like you may have almost or felt like you were going to be let go or that there was a real problem, but you are indeed resurrected and not let go. So, and or not let go. So we are in this, again, for everybody, we're in these shaky times of virus, depending on where you live and what your occupation is where maybe you felt like, oh my God, I got to get back, I need to make money, or maybe you're only doing half of the job, or maybe you feel like the company's losing money and you're going to be let go. And the card that I have is that others are let go around you, but you are not. And you actually pick up a lot of extra work. And yes, perhaps a bit of burden. And that's that year of 6 where you're taking care of others. And that's what my 5 of Cups usually means. Now, the Page of Pentacles, which is your action card, is that you really do have a good background in what you do, or you're perceived as someone who shows maturity and experience, and that's a really nice card, and that's what saves your neck. And after that is the second chance card, so that whatever has happened or not happened, as it were, you will have more opportunity at your workplace to continue and do well, and you've got a good thing going. So that 3 brings drama. The 3 brings drama to your life, but you try not to bring any drama because you're going to land on your feet, sixes. Very nice. Sixes, let's take a look for those of you who are looking for work, and We also might hear about, for those of you who have a job and have applied elsewhere, we might hear about, for those of you who have made a good connection but haven't heard anything. All these words are for you, sixes. So whatever the reading says it's for you in the workplace. But I do try to make it specific to answer your questions. I just think that makes for a better read. All right, sixes, let's take a look. For sixes who are looking for work, it looks like you're really shaken up. You're really shaken up. And you do have to make the first, second, third move. Yep. You got to keep going for it, sixes, because this is your month to make the noise. This is the month to, look, as long as you are pleasant, courteous, and kind, that is what's going to get you where you want to go in this month of June. Now, in the next month, the month of 4 for you in July, that's the getting the job, doing the job kind of month. But to get it, you've got to get your nerve up, and you've got to put yourself out there as much as possible. And it could be up to 7 times altogether that you've contacted people, that you've put things out there. Remain kind and level-headed, and don't talk about anything negative to anybody, and that will sweeten the pot for you to land on your feet. It may take a little while. It may be in July to get exactly what you want. Okay, sixes. That said, let's go to relationships. Let's get the relationship deck out. And shuffle these cards. Shuffle these babies. And take a look at relationships for our sixes. And let's start with those of you who are in a relationship, sixes. Nice, very nice, 6. Oh man, you've worked for this, haven't you? Okay, sixes. If you have been working very hard to make something work or to make something happen in a relationship, and the card that's your action card is really the marriage proposal card, so or something new and exciting and fun falling into your lap. So I do feel like the beginning of a new project, where maybe you've decided you've been trying to have a family. You might indeed get pregnant. You've wanted to get married. You've wanted a new house. You've wanted to move in together. You are finally going to start to see progress on that end of things. And it looks to me like someone's going to come to you with an idea, sixes. This looks a little dramatic to me. It looks like it may be out of the blue that, you may have been pushing for a proposal, but you weren't expecting it this month, and it comes out of the blue. A yes from someone else comes out of the blue. They've actually done some homework on their end that you didn't have to orchestrate. It's very, very nice for you in a relationship, and it can only mean good things for you. And I'm not sure if I said this, I think I did, but it might have a little bit of a flair for the drama. It might be that proposal across the sky, or in front of your family when you weren't expecting it, something along those lines. That's awesome, sixes. Let's take a look for those of you who are looking for love, and you're a 6, and sixes. I feel like it ain't over. What you thought may have been over, what you thought wasn't going to work, I think that you're either handling it when you hear this better than you thought you would, figuring things out, giving the right responses and reactions, or you're going to, or the advice is try to. Because six is about the nurturing and taking care of others. And so it's that, yes, I understand. Yes, you're right. Yes, okay. Yes, maybe next week. Yes, maybe next month. It's that kind of a thing, and that you actually might have more than one person um, that you're considering or talking to, or that comes up for you in this dramatic month of June. And then I have the perfect partnership card. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Now, I already had the impression before I chose that last card. I was already getting the vibe that, ooh, you know what? Something may work out yet for you with someone. And then I pulled the perfect partnership card. So you may have a reconciliation on your hand, or if you were never together with this particular person, you may have a, oh, they're coming around. They are coming around. I played it right. I played it cool, and I played it right. And I feel like part of that playing it cool, sixes, is not to leave it all to them. You know, you might say, well, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to badger them. Okay, so don't. But if you really like somebody and they're just your friend, like texting them here and there, or did you see this, or did you see that, or just giving a call and saying, oh, I just gave you a call, just wanted to see how you were. You would do that with a friend. So don't take your hand completely out of that pie. Go ahead and be active a little bit in this month. It's going to work for you in this month of June. And it really looks like your hunch could be correct, that the person that you want or to get back with, or the right person out of the few you're talking to, is going to fall into place for some of you this month. Some of you sixes, yay! Wow, that's really, really exciting and nice. I'm going to put this deck away. I'm going to get my third deck here, and we are going to take a look at, let's answer a question for you. Why don't you choose a question? A question that can be about love, it can be about job, it can be about anything at all that you want. And I'm going to ask, what's the best we can expect for that question? The only thing I suggest for you, sixes, is to be specific with your question. I think you'll be much happier. I think you'll be able to take my words and make them fit better if your question is very, very specific. Okay, here we go. If you are a number 6 and you are asking any question at all, what is the best that you can expect from any situation? And, okay, let's analyze this, because you have delayed success coming. You're going to have success in what you want. It's like you've been masterminding behind the scenes. You've been trying to plot exactly how you're going to make it work. Or a situation will happen that you will start to, let me think how I can do this now. I didn't, I might be able to make this work. What we don't want you to do is lose the faith, because you are going to be setting up the motion for a future success in something. But the signals that you get may be crossed. Let me give you an example. For anybody out there who wants to start a new business or have a child, take on a whole new endeavor and a whole new chapter of life of some kind. And they've done the schooling, let's say you've done the schooling and you've gotten your master's and you're ready to go, and you've got Phi Beta Kappa, and you've got summa cum laude. Am I saying these things right? And you've got the degrees, and then you go into New York City and start to interview, and it's like wonk, wonk. It's like you just feel like everything just keeps falling on its face, and nothing keeps working out. And what is happening here? Do not let that discourage you, sixes. Keep the faith. You're in a dramatic month. Keep the faith, because you are indeed going to have success. Now, you're in a year of 6, which is all about, like I say, home, hearth, family, marriage, love, things of this nature, and you have every chance in the world of having those things work out for you, or getting those things, even that new car, new home, the redecorating you wanted to do, the extension you wanted to do. You have every chance of making that work. And even if you were in a treatment for something for health, you have every chance of that treatment having helped you, even though you have to wait months to see did it or didn't it. And so you read this article that says you did the wrong thing, and then you talk to that person who says you did the wrong thing, and then you hear about somebody else who it didn't work with. But ultimately you are going to have success. Sixes, thank you for joining Jemma's Window. If you'd like to know more about me, hop on to my website, or how to calculate that power year number. That's on my website as well, at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. Okay, sixes, I'll see you next month when you're in the month of 4, and that's getting down to business in July. Bye, sixes.